Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, February 4th, and today we'll cover GuesstiMania results. So again, I'll go live till what is it, 6:55? I forget what the announcement is. When Group 2 will announce their distributions. I'll also cover what Group 1 and Group 3 paid, because I haven't even looked at that yet. We'll do that together. And then we'll go through some trade action and maybe just a little more stuff. We are back live again this morning. So good morning, everyone. I see Sergio here bright and early. He's in the right stream, luckily. So that's good. That's a good thing. Good way to start the day. Happy Green Day. That's a stretch, Alan, but if you own silver, yeah, sure. But if you own Bitcoin, hey, you never know, man. Losing my voice already. Morning, LA. How's it going? Yeah, I saw that message. So I pulled up Neos. If I get time, I want to look at. I haven't even looked at those funds. Who else is here? 5-0. I didn't do it. 5-0. Working hard. Hopefully in the office, relaxing, because it is, well, at least here, cold. Sucks. Over the winter. Good morning, Kieran. Good morning, Detu Corp Man, and Parabolic. All right. Let me take a sip of coffee, and then we'll get moving here. Oh, yeah. All right. Anyway, Bitcoin, what are we doing? We're shit. We're shit. It's, yesterday we hit 73,000. That's pretty damn low. I don't think I've seen it that low in a long time. But as they say, buy the dip and shut up. Okay, I'm buying the dip. I'll shut up. All right, let's move on. How's our pre-market indexes do? Oh, they all flipped green. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Of course, this is as of 6:04 a.m. And anything can change, as you all know. But the S&P is up 0.15%. The NASDAQ is up 0.03%. The Dow is up 0.33%. And the Russell 2000 up 0.5%. Hey, I'll take it, broski. All right, moving on to the earnings. Again, today is Wednesday. We got some big earnings today. We got Alphabet, all right, or Google it, or whatever the heck you want to call them. They are after the close, so we'll stay tuned for them. Got some Eli Lilly action. We got some AbbVie, if you care. Who else? Novo. I thought they were before the open. I got an alert from them at like 3:45 a.m. or maybe even earlier. It just said it's going to get worse before it gets better. I was like, okay, that's not a good start to the day. So yeah, if you own that one, actually, I want to look it up now. It's down 4.25%. Okay, who else? Uber will be Uber's before the open. So something to do, bright and early. Again, what time before the open? I don't know. You gotta check, bro. All right, tomorrow's the big one. Amazon after the close. So we'll look around for that. And is that a market mover? Maybe, probably. Friday's a bunch of bums, so we don't need to care about them. All right. Just a reminder, I am on X. Most of you know that, but in case you don't, you can follow me at Retire on Dividend without the D. I think the D was taken. I forget, but it's Retire on Dividend. All right. All right. So let's move on to GuesstiMania results. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through my email and check the results and plug them in with you guys. But let me say some good mornings real quick. Good morning to Double D. Good morning to Migs. What's going on? What is going on? All right. Let's see. All right. Let's go to the email. Handy dandy email over here now. What the heck am I looking for? Freaking YieldMax. What they got? This was yesterday. I want Monday, right? We want Monday's announcement. think it's unread. No. Yesterday. No, we want, yeah. Monday. There you go. All right. So Monday, they announced obviously group 3, right? Group 3. So let's see. These are the 25 percenters, which still they only have the 3, which is actually kind of surprising. I know in the past they were always pretty quick to launch more funds, but they're taking their time this time around, which is good. Honestly, it's good, but it's something different. All right, let's see. I'm gonna plug these in, then we'll take a review real quick. Test. This is a test. Test. This is a test. All right, 2432. Again, they have ex-dividend date. When is it? February 3rd. So yesterday. So obviously the price, along with the market, whatever the market did, the price of these funds, dropped. So the actual yields are probably going to be a little higher than what they were. But, we want to compare it to the prior weeks. Because if you're in these funds, if you're in a 25% target fund, really the goal is the fund stays at, the NAV. The NAV don't move. Hopefully, that's the goal, right? Well, ideally, or you want it to move up, not down. But either way, we lost a penny on the MSST, NVDY. They stayed in range, and test, you lost a penny as well. Okay, so again, moving on to the price change of these funds. Actually, I didn't update the what was last Friday's date. Last Friday was, let's say the 4th, was the 30th. So you want to plug that date in. Boom. And then should we add back distros? Let's see. This one we could add back because do we? There it is. Yeah, so we got to add back the right column though. BS. All right, so what they're doing, oh my goodness. Well, man, it's been not good, man. MSTR is just getting destroyed. MSST actually went down 10%. That's rough. NVDY went down 4%, and then test. Oh my goodness. All right, I don't know what to say, man. It's just not a fun time out there in the neighborhood, All right, plugging these in. All right, and then we got group 1. Again, before their ex-dividend date is today, so you're going to see the drop today because they announced yesterday. So obviously, let me look at the price change before I plug in the distro because it's adding it back into it. RDTY is the only one in the positive. They are up 1.4% since last Friday. And then SOTY is up 0.2%. Everyone else is in the negative. So, like I said, it's not pretty, man. It's brutal. Not much more to say, man. But buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. I love when people say that. Like, no crap. Buy the dip. You buy me the freaking dip. How about that one? All right. Anyway, let's go here. YieldMax. Let's see how we doing. Ooh, 8 cents. Now we're making bank, bro. 8 cents. 0.0821. That's in line. That's good. Again, we like it. All right, YMAG, we're going to be in line. 0.0829. 0.0829. It's an 8-cent party over here. Look at that. I'm 2 for 2, baby. You can't stop me now. All right, let's go. ULTY. Let's see, 0.4541. Oh, there goes my streak. All right, I said 50, but I was too generous there. Feet, smelly ass feet, 0.2924. How we doing? Well, we're actually pretty damn good. That's an 8-cent raise. 5E, 0.2429. Okay. 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 Damn. Yeah. Massive increase. Something wrong. I feel like I'm plugging the wrong numbers here. 0.2353. How we doing? Well, that's a decrease, 4-cent decrease over there now. GPTY 0.2384. Here we go. Here we go. Nope. 5-cent decrease. All right. So you got demoted. You got a decrease there. SDTY 0.2218. How you doing? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, 2-cent raise. Okay. Okay. QDTY 0.2577. 0.2577. All right, that is in line. So there you go. QDTY is working. We like to see that. RDTY 0.2599. Same crap, man. Same as QDTY. Penny less though from last week. Chippy. Again, Chippy's the GOAT. No one can touch him. He's the champ. Champ's here. Champ's here. Look at Chippy, man. What's the price at? 59? Like, you kidding me, man? This thing's a beast. Salty, what are we doing here? We got 0.3745. Okay, yeah. All right, we'll look at yields, though. Who's the biggest? Who's the biggest loser? All right, really? Feet, 68%? That can't be right, broski. It is. Wow. Okay. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it, man. All right. Now, group 2. Again, this is all, they should put it in order of when they announce. Group 1 should be Monday, 2 should be Tuesday, and 3 should be Wednesday. But whatever, man. Group 2 will announce in like 40 minutes or so. So we got some time to do some coverage or yap about, whatever the hell you guys want. Since we are live, we'll just, we'll hang out mostly. Let's see what you guys got going on in the chat. Where are we? All right. What are we doing? Man, wow, you guys are chatting away. All right. I will take the silver comeback. Yep. I keep hesitating to buy into it. And hey, you snooze, you lose. And I am losing. All right. If you bought the Bitcoin dip, isn't that considered a double dip? Yep. It's pretty much double dipping the chip. He double dipped the chip. You dipped the chip. Yeah, you took a bite. You dipped it again. All right. So that's what we've been doing with Bitcoin. We bought Bitcoin. We're like, yeah, we bought the dip, baby. Oh yeah. And then Bitcoin went down. We're like, okay, we're gonna buy the next dip. And we think we're all geniuses as we watch our money go down. But they say 4-year cycles. Okay. All right. Anyway. Nikki's awake. Good morning. Let's see. Don't forget to hit the freaking like button, bro. Or one of these wrenches is gonna remove y'all. I'm kidding. All right. Did I see a question? I saw a question. Are the NAVs holding up on the 25s? Yeah. Well, I covered that already. But basically, if you look at the ETF today, the only one holding up from the launch price is Test. It's at 49.53. Launch price was obviously 50 for all these funds. NVID is close. It's at 47, but MSST, it's at 35, which again, it's the underlying MSTR. We know the story, right? We know the story. So that's why I'm done. I don't even trade options on freaking Bitcoin funds, except Robinhood, but that was on accident because I didn't even know it was so correlated to Bitcoin. I lost internet yesterday at 10:30 a.m. Just got it back at 4 a.m. today. All right, what the heck? That's a long time to not have internet. I'd have to take a vacation day then. Let's go. Mic drop. Man, you guys are chatty. Josh the vegan, welcome. I'm Woody. Howdy. Coasty dividends, what's going on? Good to see some peeps here. I love to see not new faces, but a variety, right? Like Bruce. Bruce is always a little tardy, but we still love him, right? Good morning. I know you missed this, so I'll do it again. All right. Like I said, what we're gonna cover group 2, you know, when they announce. All right, let's get to the beginning here. So what do we got? We got ETF info, we got assets under management. Who's the biggest fund? NVDY. And then ULTY, and then MSTY, and then TSLY. So the $1 billion club is still only a party of 4, if you care. And then there's YieldMax at $500 million. And then there's the other suckers. There's suckers. All the 3, the 25%ers, are in the bottom 3, surprisingly, right? But again, they are new. So, all right, what about the IVs? The IVs that we're looking at. Again, I'm just sorting by like what's the highest IV at the moment, who's trading some, but it is earnings season, earnings going on all the time. So you never know who has earnings this week, who just had earnings and whatnot. So HIMS has the highest IV at 97%, Circle at 94%, SMCI. I know they had earnings yesterday at the close. So yeah, let's pull them up actually. SMCI. What did they do? Wow. Okay, they did good. They're up 11.9%. So that's good to see, right? That's good to see if you own them. If you own SMCX, if you own SIMC, it's always good to see. Actually, let's check. So they're up 11.9. Let's see what SMCY is looking like. 8.7. Okay, not bad. Wow, they're down to $7. It's really nuts, man. This is not too exciting of a stock market lately. I know the indexes are much stronger, but some of these individual underlines, man, woo-wee. All right. Mara's up there at 92. A lot of 90s, man. Reddit's at 90. Yeah. Nothing else really to look at here. Then we got the daily compare. I went too far up there. We're 2 days into the week. Again, the Monday is why is the heat not on? There you go. The Monday reflects on the Saturday date, just so you guys know. So that's why there's a big gap. Let me zoom in though. Do we really want to see the compare? Okay, MSTR, man. They went down 6.73% on Monday, and then another 4.5. Like this stock, I don't even know what to say anymore. MSTY went down 5.7 the one day, and then 4.4. So not as much, but still, man. Good Lord. And then, of course, MSST went down 6.18. Again, not as much, but a decent amount, enough to cry. All right, let's look at NVIDIA. Did they do better? Did they fare better like over the past 2 days? A little better. They went down 2.8 and then 2.8. 2 days in a row, 2.8, 2.8. NVIDIA went down 2.4, 2.8. NVIT went down 1.5, 2.5. All right, so NVIT doing all right. NVIT being the champ, that's good. All right, let's keep going. What else we got here? Conehead. Oh, yeah, for sure, Conehead. Oh, man. What is this? Down 3.5, then down 4.3. And then CONY down 3. Oh, my goodness. Is this week over yet? Good Lord. Tesla down 2. And then yesterday, oh, look at that. Good job, Tesla. Take a sip of coffee. Oh, yeah. Anyone else have coffee? All right. Anyway, Tesla down 2, TSLY down 1.3, Tesla up 0.04. Tesla, look at that. Hey, we'll take it. Small wins. What about Test? Test went down 1.34, and then what? Went down 0.35. Again, I'm adding back the distribution. Yes, yesterday was the X date, so hopefully it worked out in the calculation. Good. I guess we could double check. It says 24 cents, X dividend date 2/3. So we go to distros. 24 cents, X dividend date 2/3. Oh, I saw it. There it is. X dividend date 2/3. What? is this? This no, I'm looking at which one am I looking at? Oh my, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. This is test. How many MSSTs are there? Good Lord. I just saw a test. I don't know why it's so repetitive over here. All right, where's the freaking, all right, 2-3 X date, 24 cents. Is that what we said? All right, so it's working. That's good. All right. Always got to double check your crap because I got way too much, formulas and, polls from the website. So you just never know. All right. What kind of coffee? Just regular, boring, plain ass coffee. All right. But black, of course. It's how you're supposed to drink coffee. Not with all the crap in it. All right. Nothing seems to be working right now on the wheel strategy except selling cash secure puts. But now I'm all spent. That's why you always got to leave a little cash bucket. But now, if you have margin, now it comes margin time if you're brave enough, right? Let's see what else you guys got going on. The only coffee I can drink. What? Ew. It's Coke? Come on, bro. Nobody drinks soda anymore. All right. What do we got here? Palantir went up 0.8 and then wow. Okay. Well, they had earnings, so they had good earnings. They went up 6.85. It actually should have ended up more, but I guess it's settled down. So up 0.8, up 0.65. PLTY. What'd they capture? 0.24 and then 7. Wow, they captured more. See, how in the heck? How in the heck can they do that? All right. I guess the volatility, the IB dropped too. So there's a lot of factors, man. So you're not going to, unless you're looking at the holdings from the 2 days, you're not going to know. But hey, we'll take up 7.04. Again, PLTY launched at what, 50? They're at 44. They paid back what they launched at and more. All right, let's look at SMCI. They went up 2.06 and then down 0.13. But we see what they're doing in the morning hours. So that's good. SMCY captured 1.5 and then 0.13. Look at that. Look at it. Flip the negative into a positive. Good boy there. Good boy. All right. Amazon, how we doing? Again, they got earnings this week. They went up 1.5. AMZ went up 1.3 on the Monday. And then yesterday, Tuesday, went down 1.7. AMZ went down 1.6. Okay, fine. Great. Wonderful. Whatever. Robinhood, I hate you. Just so you know, you suck. And yeah, as a brokerage, cool. You're easy to use. You're awesome. The stock, I really don't know what's going on. But they went down 9.6 on the Monday and then another 3.16% yesterday. HOOY went down 8.8 and then down 3.6. Actually, more. Man, HOOY was doing so good, but there's only so much you can do when the underlying just gets destroyed. Like, what is happening? Look at the last month. Down 20. Like, it lost a quarter. A freaking quarter. What about a year? I mean, 1 year still looks good. But, all right, they got earnings coming up February 10th, by the way. Was that 6 days away? So maybe next Tuesday. That could change things, or it could make it worse. I just look at the pre. Oh, wow, the pre-market. There's a little shed of green there, a little slight green. But don't be fooled. This thing will flip red right before you know it. I don't know. If you guys own anything Robinhood, let me know in the comments. AMD, they went up 4.03 and then down 1.69. I think they're in trouble though. I think they had earnings and it didn't turn out their way. Let's see. Yep, they're down 8.4% in the pre-market. So little rough there. But yeah, AMDY captured 3.5 on the Monday and then down 1.16. All right. GDX gold. At least the gold people are happy, right? Let me just double check some comments here. What are we doing? The only the real diamond handers drink Coke Zero. That's the first I heard that. You're on your own, I think, with Migs. TSLY ain't bad. Well, Tesla's, you know, it's always strong, but when it sells off, man, beware. All right, so we got what, 127 of you between YouTube and X. I did create a freaking TikTok. I don't really use it, but I was gonna use it to stream, but StreamYard doesn't show it as an option. Because why not stream on more platforms if it's just a clicking a button? But oh no, Bruce is maxed out on margin. The verge of a margin call with this. Oh geez. Who's your which fund is like killing you the worst, Bruce? Like which one is the beating you down the most? All right, GDX on the Monday, they went down up 0.01%. And then on the Tuesday, they went up 4.2%. GDXY on the Monday up 0.63 and then up 3.05. So GDXY, again, underrated fund. If you want to get into gold, that's probably a way to do it, you know. I don't know. I've been really considering buying a few of the funds, like maybe because I can't. I'm like, how am I going to invest in silver? Do I invest in silver on the Roddy, or do I just get a high yield ETF, or not even a high yield ETF, just some type of yield, and then there's my exposure. Let's see. NVDY, HOOY, PLTY are my three kings last year. Yeah, well, not this year. Well, NVIDIA maybe, but the other two are having a rough go. Yeah, HOOY's a pain. Oh, man. Yeah, very, very, very. Ooh-wee. Not so HOOY. Yeah. Oh, okay. You probably have way too much Bitcoin exposure via the various funds, right? That's what I'm guessing. And that's what you should avoid for sure, right? Me personally, like my preference is, you know, again, now I'm buying Bitcoin. I'm buying Bitcoin daily. I decided to just do that in a separate account, set it and forget it. But I told myself in my other account where I trade options or buy whatever, I'm not doing any Bitcoin stuff. All right. Nothing fun. No BTCI, no BitX, no freaking Misty, none of that Bitcoin stuff, no Bitcoin exposure on top, because we don't know. Like it just moves too much and it screws up, you know, the short-term investing time frame that I strive for. So like I looked at BMNU the other day. I mean, that thing, I'm going to pull it up. I'm sorry if you own it, but this thing is disgusting. Like, let's pull up like 1 year. Oh my God. It almost lost 100%. Like this thing. Oh my God. BMNR. Double leverage BM, like 88%. And then that guy, whatever, Tom Lee, whatever the hell his name is, still comes on with his freaking predictions. Like, don't go on TV anymore, bro. Just stay away. All right, Meta, how we doing? All right, so all right, I'm sorry. Let's keep going. And Meta went down 1.4. Meta went down 2. All right, down 1.4, down 2. What did Phoebe do? Down 1.3, down 1.69. So a little better. All right, let's go Google it. Let's see, 1.88 increase. GUI 1.72. Google it yesterday, down 1.22. GUI down 0.9. All right, whatever. All right, Netflix, how we doing? Down 0.8. Oh my God, Netflix, what are you doing? So this thing keeps tumbling too, down 3.4 yesterday. Netflix went down 2.64. I don't know, man. Not a good week. Well, unless you own Apple. Apple is strong. Look at this, up 4% on the Monday. They said, screw you. I don't care. I don't know what's happening to you guys, but I'm going up. I'm going up. And they went up 4. Apple captured 2.87. But yesterday they went down, but only 0.2. And Apple went down 0.47. They went down more for some reason. All right, let's keep going. Microsoft, what are they doing? They went down. They went down 1.6, then 2.8. MSFO went down 0.8, and then 3.03. Oh God, IBIT. Poor kids. I bought them IBIT, sold out of some winning, investments for IBIT. The timing was not good. All right, down 6.8, down 2. YBIT down 6, down 2.1. I should take my own money in this, average them down. Let's see. Mara down 4, down 0.7. Maro down 2.8, down 1. And last but not least, this is exhausting. You tell I'm exhausted. Up 0.6 on the Qs, down 1.4 yesterday. Damn, that's a big drop for the Qs. ULTY down 0.78. How the heck they stay flat yesterday? Is that right? Let's see. They did. Damn. Good job, ULTY. Lots of red though, man. Oof. Yeah. All right. Whatever. All right. What about trades? Do we want to go through trades? Actually, I'm about to take a damn bathroom break. We are live and all, but who cares, right? All right. Let's see. I'm going to catch up on some comments first. All right. You like the GDXY? Off to work. Have a great day. I think when he says he's off to work, he's actually at work, because I'm pretty sure he listens when. All right. Heavy and misty. Oh no, BMNU. Oh no, MST. Sorry, Bruce. But hey, lesson learned, right? Lesson learned. What's your plan? What's your strategy? Are you selling out at any of them? Are you averaging down? Or are you saying peace? All right. Yes, ouch. ULTY after the split. Yeah. ULTY. All right. So we're gonna look at, actually, yeah, give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna play some beats for you guys. We are back. We are back. All right. Bruce is selling some shares of TSLY outright when it moves back up to 18 just to stay afloat. Oof. Tough times. As I drink more coffee. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Again, I'm guessing like if we go to Misty, they're going to be closing some trades. Let's see. CONY about to close. Yeah, they're closing out trades. Yeah, rolling strike prices down. So you see the 212, right? Only 18 cents to close that. Did they open a new position? No, I don't see a new position. Here's 500 by the close. The 202.50, and then they moved it down to 185. Well, else we got going on? Sorry, I'm just gonna rush through these. HOOY, man. Tough day in the office. 91. What are they rolling it to? 89. Okay, that's not too much of a big move. Here's a buy to close, 1700. They only paid 5 cents. All right, what else we got going on here? Here's MSTY. All right, buy to close, 152.50. They paid what, 49 cents for that sucker. All right, did they open a new one? Yeah, they did. All right, so they rolled it down to 140. And then they're closing out 7,500 here. Paid about 42 cents. There's several, I guess, other positions, so it's just kind of messy looking. Here's some Natty Light, Natty Ice, your favorite beer. I don't know. I think that's like a European ETF there. There's NVDY. Wow, they're closing a lot of stuff there. 10 cent, 18 cent, 14 cent. All right. Not reopening necessarily new positions either. What else we got going on? We're just fast forwarding because we don't, it's a Wednesday. All right, so those are the trades. I'm going to go to the realized. Again, it's only been 2 days. So obviously what we do is we download the trades and we see how much they made in total based on a formula that we hope works. And then we divide how much they made by the outstanding shares to see how much they made per share this week. And again, since it's only been 2 days, it's not really enough of an idea to get in, But Circo, they made 9 cents. Again, yield-wise, if they paid out 9 cents, that's 28%. So again, not even that much. Nothing's blue, so nothing jumps out. GMEY made 25 cents, so that would be a 34% yield, which again is not a lot for them. And then again, no one really shining at the moment there. And then outside of that, we can go to the holdings. But first, let's get back to the chat room here, the live chat, see what's going on. All right, while we wait, what do we got? We got 15 minutes. You guys want to do some holding updates, or should we go to the NEOS website and look at some of their funds real quick? You let me know. All right, let's see. Cookie chocolate cake. Nikki, I went back to ULTY just to try. So far, so good. Like a boss. Futures are green. Yeah, finally something's green. All right, so is anyone paying attention? Sergio said holdings. There you go. All right, so which one, Sergio? Since you're the only one actually responding at the moment, which fund do you want me to do first? Oh, man. Ugh. Freaking ULTY. You got to pick ULTY. I'm just going to, I'll look at ULTY, but I'm not going to go through their, I'm just going to check out their holdings. All right, so we did update everything. This is, again, if you look, it's the holding download as of February 4th, which is obviously today. So what we do is we'll take a look. All right, these are the funds that they're holding now. Google, earnings play, great. Amazon, earnings play, great. SI, Amplify, Junior, whatever. It has silver in the name. We'll take it, bro. Analog is always in there. Applied Materials, Astera, Sienna. All right. Comfort System. What the heck? Fix. Never even heard of that. 65% IV. Damn. There's TMF still in there. Intuit. Jabil. Okay, Jabil. Lamb, Lily, Light, Strategy. Mongod, NVDY, New Scale, Palantir. They had a good day yesterday. Earnings play. Quanta, Reddit, Hood. Oh, God, Hood. No. Get this crypto freaking exposure out of here. Roblox, Copper. Hell yeah. I need to trade this thing, man. I got to get with it. You know, I'm out of the loop on these freaking miners, on the, you know, material. Like, got to get with it. Van Eck, gold, good. And then here's you know, covered call action. I also do check, like, what is the largest holding by weighting, or what's at least over 5%. Alphabet's over 5%. We got some lamb chops over 5.4. We got NVIDIA at 5.03. Quanta 6.23. We got copper up in here, 5.69, and gold 5.43. Yeah. All right. So again, ULTY doing good, man. Doing good. What do we got? What's the average IV up in her? Do we even have it? Yeah, 69. Your favorite number. All right, not bad. Again, ULTY doing much better. That is for damn sure. You know, no doubt about it. And we could do some comparables if you guys want, since we're just chilling. Do a ETF comparison tool. What do we want to compare ULTY to? ULTY to, I don't know, the freaking Qs. That's what we always do anyway, right? This is going to be on total return. Let's use the last 3 months. The Qs are down 1.8. ULTY's down 13. What about the last month? It's pretty close. Qs are up 0.55. ULTY up 0.32. All right, let's see what you guys are yapping about up in her. PLTY. All right, Megs wants PLTY. Compare ULTY with Chippy. All right, let's get this Q out. Well, I mean, that's not fair. Chippy's going to whoop ass. Chippy's going to whoop everyone's ass. Look at the 3 month. Chippy's up 11. Oh, yeah. You don't want to do that if you own ULTY. Holy crap. Because then the answer is buy Chippy. Chippy destroys everything. Wow. Okay. Okay there. Oh yeah, something I wanted to pull up the other day. By the way, I'm on Stock Analysis. I am an affiliate of Stock Analysis. So if you are interested in joining the whatever subscriptions they have, feel free to click my link. I could probably just give you the link here. Let me see if I can find it. There you go. I'll put it in the chat for you guys. Just click it. If anything, click it. You don't have to sign up. Just click it. Just click it. All right. Let's see. What am I doing? I like what new picks? CLM. All right. How much does it cost? I don't freaking know, man. You got to look it up. But Rod, compare ULTY to ULTY. All right, fine. I'll come back to this. ULTY to ULTY. ULTY. All right, so let's do. You always got to like reset it in case. 1 month, ULTY for the win. 3 month, ULTY for the win, although both losers. 6 month, too much. All right, maximum since ULTY launch, ULTY for the win. So ULTY is doing better than ULTY. That's what you're asking. But the past month, ULTY is doing better than ULTY. Again, I don't know if they're changing things, but yeah, we'll see. All right, I think you guys asked me to do PLTY, but before I get to that, I do top stocks. Yeah, so this is like, I always think this is cool. Top 50 strong buys. You know, because again, if you need like a watch list of, all right, I want to start a new position, or I want to start trading options on something, or You know, we got to get them to add like IV as, you know, for the options peeps, you know. Oh, maybe they have it. What is that? I know. Search IMP. Come on, man. IV. Relative volume. Yeah, what comes up for volume? Volume. Average volume. I don't know. Worth a shot. It's not really going to help. Whatever. All right. So anyway, their buys. What are they showing? Mara's a buy. Wix. Galaxy. You see anything worth a damn? DraftKings. App Lovin'. Riot. Netflix. Let me tell you something. Netflix. All right. Avgo, man. They were tanking the other day. Good God. And then what do we got here? Top analyst says who? Who says they're the top? All right. Okay, so that's that. If you want to sign up again, click the link. All right, bro. All right. Let's go to PLTY. Damn, that's bright. I'm tired already. I don't feel like working today. You ever get one of those days? It's just like, nah, not for me. You win some, you lose some. Today's not, doesn't feel like a winning day. All right, there's PLTY. All right, let's see. ULTY did change things. Okay. Yeah, man. Well, come on. It's only Wednesday, man. All right, we got to stop complaining. A bunch of whiners over here. All right, PLTY, what are they doing? They got two synthetics. They got a 180 and a 150. Palantir's at 157, so the 150 is okay, but that expires in March. The 220, which is coming up, that's basically a gold digger. She take my money when I'm in need. Look at that, 33 mil she wants. All right, so that's compared to the dude who has 1.6. Broke ass loser. All right, so let's do some adjustments here. We got the synthetic. We got to move this sucker down here, over here now. And then we're going to move these calls. Got some formulas here. Right there. And then we'll scroll to the left. We'll see what's going on. Everything here expires on February 6th. And again, real quick, just so you guys know, anyone new to the channel, anyone new to the funds, this is a download of the holdings. If you're wondering how they get to the price that they get to, it adds up the market value, right? The market value here, which is made up of the things we'll go over in a second. So the market value of PLTY is 436 mil. You divide that sucker by the outstanding shares, which, yeah, it's picking up right there. And then what do you get? You get the NAV. The NAV is basically the trading price per se. It's the net asset value, which should be close to the trading price, we should say. All right, so what is the market value made of? It's made of a bunch of options trades, a bunch of treasuries, and a bunch of cash. In this case, negative cash. And as the underlying moves, as does the value of the various options, which makes obviously the market value move, which makes the NAV move, which makes the trading price move, all that jazz. Does that make sense? Great. Now we can move on. Again, so right now we're just looking at the covered calls. They expire in 3 trading days, again, including today, because today the market didn't even open yet. February 6th. So what are they doing? They're selling covered calls. They collect the premium when they sell the call. And the idea is, if the stock price of the underlying stays below the strike price, close to the end, close to the expiration, then they will be in hopefully an overall profit. But an example here is, again, they had a 150 strike And then obviously earnings came and boom, they blew right through it. So now, like this one's about 5% in the money. So it's going to cost them a little more to close, right? To close out this position, right? 3.4, mil to be exact. So now if we scroll up here, no, not there. The calls, the long calls, are they moving up? Yeah, they're moving up. Some more than others, because again, this one's about to expire. So the odds of it hitting 180, I don't think the movement's going to be, too fantastic there. But we'll see how it turns out. Again, they do have the sell put, and at the same time, when it moves up, the value to close this sell put of 180 will cost less. But the odds are not in our favor due to the expiration date coming to a close. So yeah, these three are in the money, and then they do credit call spreads, which means they buy calls for typically the same number of contracts that they sell calls on, and they'll buy that a little higher. So in this case, the 150 did get blown through, but they do have a 157.50, which they're actually making money the more it goes up, which will offset the damage on the debit, or, the amount that we have to pay to close out the other one, if that makes sense. All right. I know I haven't really explained how these work in a while, but for those of you that are new, hopefully it helps. And then they got these two down here. These are out of the money still, 4% and 6% out of the money. Again, these are probably newer positions that they opened post earnings. And so far, so good. But we'll see how that all goes. Now, again, if we look down here, we just covered what the net asset value is. We can add up the number of synthetic contracts. We have to add row, 24, 25. Man. So that's 27,881. How many are they selling covered calls on? Well, they got 3 there, and they got some more down below. I'll just add them 2 individually. So they're selling calls on 25,000 of them, about 93%. Credit call spreads, I'm not really going to add that up. And the synthetic value, if we add the 2 on the puts, again, they're gold. One's a gold digger, so this is not going to end up well, but it's probably going to be a negative value, and it's negative 19 mil. So yeah, there is no bank bro from the synthetic. All right, so that's the update on PLTY. And unfortunately, it is time for the distro announcement. So let's sort A to Z, and let's plug these suckers in. The working man's a sucker. All right. Yes, he is. And I am a working man, and I'm a sucker. All right. So let's go here, and let's plug them in order. But I need some damn coffee. Hold on a sec. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. After all, it is GuesstiMania. Where's our wrestling voices? All right, let's see. I am the meanness of the macho man. Where is this email, brother? Not there. Where's the email? What? Where's the email? What? All right, here we go. We got it. Okay. Yeah, let's plug these suckers in. You guys ready? You guys ready? Hello? Are you there? Are you there? Can you feel it? Huh? Can you? Can you? All right, ABNY 0.2213. How you doing? Let's see. That's a drop. That's a 2-cent drop. 27% yield. AIYY 0.1331. We should get some music during this stuff. Keep you guys awake. What do we got? We got lo-fi. Okay, whatever. All right, we'll do 25. Give you guys something to groove to. All right. All right. So let's see. AIYY 0.13. Yeah, we did that one. 50% yield in line with the previous payment. AMDY 0.3466. That is a big drop, a 20-cent drop from the prior payment. And that is a 47% yield, but in line with the 2 weeks prior. AMZY 0.0752. How we doing? Well, that is a penny raise and a 29% yield. Happily 0.0584. All right, so let's see. That is a penny more, a 23% yield. Babo, I must say. 11 cents, that's a 5-cent drop and a 44% yield. All right, Burke C, Eli Lilly, I just got an alert, blows past quarterly estimates. Eli Lilly, shall we check it out? Let's go, LLY. Boom, up 7.4. If any of you own Eli Lilly. All right, Burke C, how we doing? 0.1318. I always say, you know, although I'm not really like into earnings as much, but if I could ever just go live on some of the earnings calls, that would be awesome. Keep saying it's going to get easier when the kids get older, but it's not. Although they're not old, so it's not. One day we'll have more time here. 0.2838. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, that's 2 cents the last, 48% yield. Well, we got Circo 0.2284. That's 4 cents less than prior week, 70% yield. Crash into me. 3 cent raise, 49% yield. Carvani 0.2835. That is a massive decrease from the prior week, but I think the prior week was overblown. And the 42% yield. Screwed up my guesstimate on that was just, let's just call it brutal. All right, up next is your boy Dips, Dippity Doodah. Double dipped the chip. He dipped the chip again. All right, 0.35. That is 2 cents less from the prior week at 35% yield. Disso 0.05. Where the hell is it? 32. All right, that is in line with the prior week. 24% yield. All burn her. Dr. Dre said, "Nothing, you idiot. Dr. Dre's locked in my basement." All right, so we got 21 cents. That's a 3 cent less payment. 46% yield. Phoebe 0.2473. What is that looking like? Wait, what? Hold on. Hold up. Is that right? $0.24. I mean, bro. Let me check the what's happening here. There it is. Where's Phoebe? All right, what are we looking for? X date. Oh, it does. It's not going to be on here. They just announced. I don't know. That's what the email says. But okay, we'll just go with it. 100% yield. All right. Let's keep going. Fiat 0.4817. All right. GDXY 0.1525. GMEY 0.4113. I'm just going through now fast. GOOY 0.1124. HIYY 0.2067. HOOY 0.3554. We'll check. That's a 10-cent decrease, but again, Hood has been in the shitter, so might as well have the distro in the shitter too. 0.0746. Marrow 0.099. All right, Murney, how we doing? 0.2662. All right, MSFO 0.0565. Great, we get some dog in the background. That's lovely. Misty 0.3083. NVDY 0.0593. NVDY 0.0939. OARC 0.2035. PLTY 0.3591. PP 0.166. 0.2001. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. See, we're so close. RDYY, where are we at here? 0.2884. You can see we get a little tired as we get to the end. 0.091. 0.0666. Uh-oh. Snowy 666. TSLY 0.3302. And TSMY 0.1049. Winter 0.492. And Zomo 0.1262. And then XYZY 0.2503. YBIT 0.2381. Oh my goodness, we're almost done. And I keep saying I want to do YQQQ after this sell-off, as you know, some downside additional protection. So let's sort the yields, see what we got going on here. The winner's Phoebe, that's for sure. Number 2 is Fiat. Number 3 is Murney. Murney's been at the top lately. Marrow, Circo. Winter's always at the top, followed by Misty. There we go. All right, so that's the update, man. Let's catch up on some comments. Whew. All right, so what do we got? You guys talking about CLM? Main advantage if you drip to the right broker, drips at NAV. Yeah, I mean, I don't like that. Yeah, don't tell me I got to drip to get the discount. How about you just give me the discount? All right, Mr. CLM. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that, but that's just me. Probably missing out. Rod, my dog's ears perk. Yeah. They hear each other. I think yeah, must be, right? Actually, let me take another sip. Cause it's Cooper's adventure. I wonder if he gets annoyed when I do that every time. Hey, Rod, is it me, or have you noticed YieldMax is paying under their IV for Misty? Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. All right, let's see. They paid what? 0.30. They paid 65. What's their IV? 82. Oh, you're right. I don't know. I mean, it matters. The market. Look at MSTR. The synthetic is getting destroyed, right? Destroyed. So we have to take everything into consideration, right? Everything about the fund, everything that happens. So I mean, I don't know. It's not. MSTR needs to wake its ass up, right? So if we make sometimes a little more when the synthetic goes up, we should probably take a little pay cut when the synthetic gets beat up. That's just my thought. All right. Migs, yeah, I definitely do. I got my dumbbells here. I'm gonna do shoulders set every hour. That's my plan. When I work from home, I do 10 sets. I do a set every hour during the workday. All right, let's see. CRF is good too. CLM. Let's pull them up. I never pull them up. Let's see. We'll do a comparison. CLM. CRF. I don't know what the hell the difference is. And then let's just do like say SPY. Do like 3 month, 6 month, year to date. Year to date, SPY looking better. 1 year, SPY looking better. 3 year. Okay, CLM, there you go. But you know, all pretty close. But again, if this is with the drip and the NAV discount, I don't know if it is or it isn't, but how the hell can you tell? But I don't want to like if you have SPY, you know, let's look at the stock price actually, just stock price change. Yeah, so SPY in the 1 year is up 2%. So that this should tell you everything you want to know, right? Isn't CLM the S&P? Or no? I don't know, but that's a question for you guys. Why would you invest in CLM over SPY? It's a serious question. I'm not trying to be a D-bag, right? But again, this is just price change. All right. So 1 month. Yeah. I don't know. I never saw the need or I don't see an advantage to buying those funds. All right. Thank you, Migs. Keep doing those sets, bruh. Hey, Rod, let's do another live stream. Make it special. Oh, you love Misty, man. Hey, Cooper, when's Bitcoin going to turn around already? That's the question. All right. I got to get moving. I got to get my ass to work. Got to take the kid to school. All right. So I'll take a hard look at SPY, Rod. Yeah, it depends on the yield you need, Bruce. What yield do you need? That's the question to live off of. Because then if you don't need as high of a yield, you know, if you can live off 10%, look at STRC, right? Anyway, as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, then come back tomorrow, brother. Tomorrow is what? The orange episode. I got to do some research on some Bitcoin stuff, and we'll talk about it. All right, we're going to talk about it tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. All right, March, it'll turn around. All right, I'll hold you to that. Joe McKee, did you talk about FE, APs? I did not on Rec Shirt Day. I can, though, if that's something of interest. But let me know. Let me know. You are letting me know, obviously, but I don't know if it's as popular as those other funds. SPY is a new brother. Yeah, I know. I pulled it up, but I don't have time to review it now. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that. You know, because Neos, props to them, man. They've kicked ass. Their funds kick ass for sure. Oh wow, she's saying please, pretty please. All right, so what else? All right, we're gonna get to the keyword. But we're going to do it after the song, all right? We'll play the songs because it's GuesstiMania. We always play the song after GuesstiMania. So let's get ready. First, we're going to pull up an old school video, if we have one, of, you know, me. Pretty sure about me. Do you even reallocate, bro? Let's see. Is this, what kind of video is this? Just me yapping, huh? Look at my hair. I didn't even do my hair. That's pretty funny, actually. Go back here. Let's go to videos, oldest. Me commuting, bunch of commute videos. If you like listening to me commuting, have at it. A lot of videos, me just yapping, huh? The wheel strategy. I don't know. Is there any fun videos here? Not really. Let's see. We did this the other day, right? Yeah, how they work. Yes. All right. I gotta find something here. I've done way too many videos. Need a YouTube-cation. I take a year off of YouTube. Come back fresh. Oh man. Sorry, I'm wasting time. All right, old live. Let's go to an interview. There you go. This is my first interview. Let's pull that up. There you go. My first interview. I'm pretty sure it's my first interview with Sylvia. All right, so let's pull up the music and then we'll call it a day.
Yeah. Good morning, friends. R to the O to the D. Retire on dividends, you know me. Cash flow mindset moving differently. Numbers don't lie, plans stay ready. If you want that life, say freedom with me. R to the O to the D. Retire on dividends, you know me. Built, not sold, yeah, intentionally. No hype talk, just clarity. If you want that life, say freedom with me. Mid-40s, married man, house stay loud. Raising up boys, turning boys into men. New puppy running, chaos around. Still clocking in, but he plotting the end. Giants fan scars, yeah, he wear that pain. Smiles through the losses like part of the game. Never throw shots, never talks that mess. Builds people up, less results address. Streams every day, never missing a beat. YouTube live X when the mic get heat. Not selling dreams, just showing the math. Wins and drawdowns, full on his path. Spreadsheet brain with a streetwise frame. Plays a discipline, never chasing fame. R to the O to the D. Retire on dividends, you know me. Cash flow mindset moving differently. Numbers don't lie, plans stay ready. If you want that life, say freedom with me. Yeah. Options on screen, risk handle precise. Structures built calm, every move got a price. Cover calls roll, protection in place. Time on his side, patience setting the pace. They say slow down, he say stay exact. Same calm tone when the market snap. Runs through mud just to test that will. Same mindset when the chart goes still. Sings on the post, crowd laugh, he grin. Go dig a hook, but the lesson still win. Movie quotes fly, wrestling frame. Serious work, but he keep it light, man. R to the O to the D. Retire on dividends, you know me. Cash flow mindset moving differently. Numbers don't lie, plans stay ready. If you want that life, say freedom with me. If you want that life, say freedom with me. This was for fun and entertainment purposes. I hope you have fun and will entertain. And if not, I'll do better next time. And if you made it this far, and you want to make sure everybody knows, you got to say the key word. Freedom! Freedom!
All right. What is the key word? I guess we'll go with Cooper's keyword. So Misty to the moon. Let's see how many people actually type it, though. So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to say the keyword. You have to say the baby. All right, keyword today is Misty to the moon. You got to type that in the comments down below after this video is done loading, whether you're on Twitter or X or YouTube. And then that way we know you actually made it to this long ass video, hour and 14 minutes. I'm way over, so I gotta end this crap. But anyway, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Later.